Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your favorite travelista. Thanks for tuning in. You know what to do. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, and like this video so you can keep getting more juicy details on all my trips and on all your travel tips. All right, let's get into it. I want to talk about the 10 things you want to avoid doing when you are traveling. And these very simple mistakes we all tend to just keep making, and it doesn't make for a fun trip. Number 1, planning ahead. Yes, you might have booked the flight, your hotel, Airbnb, resorts, all confirmed. You got your letter, your email, your confirmation number, all those things. But the day of travel to the airport, to your train, all of these things you totally skipped. And that is what's going to hit you the hardest. The worst thing ever is missing your flight because you did not plan or think ahead. My advice to you is to do these things. Schedule your Uber and Lyft, especially if you know you live in the boonies. Go ahead and schedule for maybe like an hour, 45 minutes more than you actually need to leave, because you would be surprised. Sometimes they cancel the ride and they have to find you another one. You don't want to be in a bind. You never know what traffic's going to be like. You never know what the weather is going to be like. All of these things, you want to sort of give yourself a grace period so you're not caught up. Now, I know how it can be still packing up until the time you walk out the door, but at all costs, if you can, avoid this. Put your luggage at the front of the door. Even if you're still scrambling trying to get your carry-on together, your little duffel bag or your purse or your laptop bag, that part is cool. You know, you want to make sure you lock up, you have your keys, but put your main luggage at the door so you don't have to worry about bringing that downstairs or taking it outside to your Uber and trying to rush, because that 5 minutes that they give you, it goes by quick. Next, checking the weather. I mean, on the other side. In fact, check the weather at your layover airport too. I just got into a situation going to LA by way of Fort Lauderdale. Honey, what a time. So apparently during the summertime, just like in the winter, Chicago, Detroit, all the northern cities get snow blizzards. During the summer, the South, Orlando, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, they are constantly canceling flights, delaying flights, and what they do is they shut down the entire airport to make sure that thunderstorms pass by. I almost missed my flight, and that was to the BET Awards. Never again. Check, check, and as the post office does, check again to make sure the weather is going to be your friend, because you don't want to be in that situation. It was very stressful for me, and I don't want you to have to go through that. Hydrate and eat something. Whether you're eating dinner the night before or you're having a light snack on the way, make sure that you take care of yourself, because you know it's going to take 45 minutes to an hour sometimes to get through check-in, TSA, and sit down before you board. And then you get on and you're hungry and you're waiting for those little snacks. Psh, forget about it. Who got time for that? All right, this third one may seem boring or irrelevant, but I think it's the most appropriate, especially during these times. Now remember, not everybody is a friend to Americans, although they may be a friend to American moolah. Totally different story. You want to be aware of what's going on in the political climate in the country that you're reaching. If there are kidnappings, human trafficking, if there's recently been some protests or rioting, if there's something going on in their system, you want to be aware, because as a traveler, there's nothing that sucks more than getting into a country and realizing you got to turn right back around, or it's just not safe. And you can't always trust the do not travel zones that they give you on the government websites. I mean, actually look into the local news, or join a Facebook group, or find out what's going on from the locals in that country before you get there. Hey, everybody's got TikTok. See what they're talking about on there. It could help. So this one is for my ladies. As you can see, the shoulders are out, and I know, ladies, we like to have the girls out sometimes. We like to show a little leg, a little thigh. Make sure that you have a cover up, especially if you're visiting certain countries like Greece and you're going to these churches or historical sites. Out of respect, just have a cover up. You know, something like this, just a scarf or something to throw around the shoulders. It doesn't have to be, you know, a whole jacket jacket, but something light, something that you can throw around your shoulders. I use my scarves multifaceted. I use them to line my suitcases. Sometimes I'll wrap my legs with them. Sometimes I will roll my intimate wear in there. Sometimes I'll cover my head or roll it up and use it as a neck pillow on the airport or the train. Always have a nice light scarf that you can pack in your suitcase and put to use. And if you ever get stuck in the country and you gotta beg for your life on the corner, just wrap your head like this and put your hand out. Number 5, the number of change. I want you to change your mind about how you're booking your flights and your travel and your hotels today. If you are not already a Greenbook Global member, what you waiting for? It's Black owned, you get travel cashback rewards points, and so many great things, including which countries it's safe to travel to, which country you get the most bang for your buck on, great ideas on restaurants, things to do with your boo, things to do on girls trips, business trips, a ton of great incentives, including blog articles. I mean, you name it, check it out. You can use my link, which is located below, to sign up, because guess what? It's only $30 for the whole year. You know what it is. That's 5 Starbucks coffees. Stop playing. That's 2 Chipotle lunches. Stop playing. You can afford that. Sign up today and become a Greenbook Global member, support Black travel business, and start getting your money back. Now, speaking of business and talking about money, you want to make sure that you keep all your coins in the bank on this one. This is a huge mistake that so many travelers forget. If you're not already, you should be putting travel notes in your bank account. You should be able to do this online through your app or through your desktop, sign in, whatever the case may be. If you have to call your people, call them up. You want to let your bank know that you're traveling before you do, so that you don't get those fraud alert or we're locking up your card, we've noticed malactivity, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm in DR right now, but it's me. Then you got to go through all that drama of calling them in an international country. You don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. Just let them know in advance, hey, I'll be traveling to this country. It should be easy to do. If you haven't done it before, try it on your next trip and you will not be sorry. Number 7, perfection. All I can say, cream. Cash rules everything around me and around you too. Everybody prefers cash. Right now, there's so much influx with the currency exchanges. It's best if you are using US dollar to have cash on hand. Why? Because when using your credit card or debit card, not only will they charge you tax, but they're going to charge you a foreign exchange fee on top of that. It's best that you just, when using your card, pay in the country's local currency or use hard bills, cash. Can never go wrong with that, trust me. ¿Hablas inglés? Excusez-moi. Oui. No. ¿Hablas español? Un poquito. Lo siento. ¿Baños? ¿Andarían baños? Prego. Ciao. Ni hao. Arigato gozaimasu. Whatever, however you need to do, you need to learn a thing or two. Cause child, not everybody speaks English. So many people make this mistake. We actually get offended when people do not approach us if they're in hospitality or customer service, not knowing how to speak English, because we've gotten so used to people accommodating us when really you have to think about it. Everybody else in the world speaks at least 2 to 3, sometimes even 5 languages. It's us. We're the language illiterate ones. I give you the full tea on this in Jet Set Go. Make sure you get your copy today. It's available as an ebook and in print on Amazon. And stay tuned, because Jet Set Go Expat Edition is coming out in 2024. Number 9. I had to throw this one in there because my life number is number 9. The biggest mistake you can make of all time is not liking this video. I'm bringing you quality travel content. Make sure you show your sister some love. Be sure to, as a reminder, subscribe, like, comment, share this with someone who you know needs to know this info. Last but not least, go. See, Do it all, y'all. Don't get caught up in the resort life and the super luxurious soft life, my ladies, or just being so fixed on your plans that you don't really experience the fullness of the culture and the country that you're traveling to. Stay open, be open-minded, be flexible, have your little list, but stay open, because that adventurous spirit is really gonna make your travel experience what it should be. You might as well have the time of your life. Create memories and let nothing stop you. So I hope these 10 travel tips of common mistakes were helpful to you. Don't make the mistakes, y'all. You better than that. If you have any more common mistakes that you make or someone else does, or you just think it's funny and you don't want anyone else to do, leave it in the comments below. Does your neighbor have a key? Why don't your neighbor have a key? Somebody should always have a key to be able to let you in, especially after a long trip. You might not be thinking too straight. Just something to think about. See you next time. Peace.